Hi, I'm Jason Sterling, and we are jumping in right off the bat here in redecorating Trey's apartment. He has gotten a little bit of money, so we're going to put in some new floors. And I'm going to do my very first closet. I'm going to use some of the modular stuff here to make just a little small closet in that little kind of nook that you see right there. And the great thing about this new modular cabinetry stuff is I think it's all like one tile. So you really can build like just anything you want. You know, if it's two tiles, you could be stuck. Like with a space like this, it wouldn't fit. But since it's one tile, everything fits great. So I'm going to make him a little closet there. And then I'm going to just, send him to bed. He's got to get some rest. He's got a big job in the morning. Like always. And the next day he gets up, he's going to have some breakfast. And I decide while I'm making him breakfast, I think I'm going to do another quick bit of building here. I'm going to try to make kind of a little covered alcove there in the kitchen and kind of shift like the cat stuff over to that area, the cat's food. That way I can make the kitchen a little bit bigger, because I know overall I'm probably going to need a slightly bigger kitchen. Then, of course, Mr. Sketchy's outside in the hall again. And, I don't know. He's always in the hall. I don't think he has a job. I think he's unemployed. And some people might be a little concerned about that. Like, maybe before I have children with this guy, I just try to figure out why he doesn't ever have a job. So I'm just hanging out in the hallway. But those are thoughts for another day. Right now, my thoughts are on, like, that stupid NAP program, which I'm trying to get repealed. Which is part of the reason why I went out there. The sharing is stealing program, trying to get rid of that and just kind of boost my interactions, with future potential love interests here who does seem interested. I'm getting all the right signals off of him. So, see, hearts. And I'm like, hey, will you sign my thing? Will you sign? He's like, no. No? Well, no, of course not. He's the one that people steals all the time. So he's probably like, dude, that's my deal. I'm a thief. That's what's going on here. Great. So anyway, I jump into my gig, and this is it. It's the Cassadine Estate. It's another one of my builds. It's a huge build, as you can see. 64 by 64 lot. It's giant. And I'm just doing a room with like $8,600. But I do the normal sort of question and answer stuff with the guy to find out what he likes and doesn't like. And it coming up here, he likes bowling. Right? Let's see here if it kind of, pops up here. There it is. Bowling. He likes bowling. So I'm like, oh my God, that's perfect. That is perfect. I can put a bowling alley in that long stretch there that crosses the river, right? Which is what that's supposed to be. So I'm going to turn this kind of ballroom space into a bowling alley and like a game room for the family, right? Because it's a pretty big space. And so I zoom out to take my before photos, and I'm really excited to get started. This is going to be a huge change in my head. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to just put in a bowling alley in this old estate. It's going to be fantastic. And you can see there, if you're curious, where the water is kind of frothing. The idea was that those are electrical turbines that the river passing through is generating electricity. That's what that's about. Also right here, I'm moving all the furniture out of that room to a different part of the lot. I mentioned that in a previous video. If I just delete it, then it puts the money on the budget. And I felt like that wasn't fair. It would have doubled the budget in this case, so more than doubled. So I thought, well, that's really not fair. It really kind of takes away a lot of the challenge. So I just moved all the furniture to another part of the lot. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat again this morning. And then I just kind of dive into it. I put down the bowling alley first, which just fits. They're actually kind of bigger than I remembered. So they just kind of just fit. And then I think, well, I'm going to arrange some sort of seating here. I've got a big space because it's not just right here. It stretches back to the front part of the house. And as you can see, I'm doing major changes. Luckily, this is not a historic district, so I don't have to worry about it. And the family didn't care. Like, oh no, just get rid of all that old stuff. No, they didn't say that. But that's what I said, and so that's what we're doing. Getting rid of all that old stuff and putting in a bar. some video games, and we're going to do a seating area where they can watch TV, kind of in the old formal living room area. Again, using the new sectional stuff. It looks gorgeous. Really, it's really pretty. And coming up here, I changed some of the existing stuff, just the color, like the color of the lamp I changed. I'm moving that flower arrangement I built using Move Objects On, MOO, a long time ago, where I just merged a bunch of things like some teapots and flower arrangements together. So I was putting that back in place. Kind of just some general outfitting of some new art, new seating, new knickknacks. I think some of the big change comes here in a little bit. I've changed the color of the walls, but you can see that dark brown really kind of stands out against it. So I go through and I just start changing it all to white, right? I want to do all white. I start getting this sort of vibe of like the 60s, 70s is what I'm kind of feeling, you know, where someone might have done something like this. Like, hey, let's put it in a bowling alley. We all love bowling. And so I start kind of changing everything to white, like all the columns, pretty soon all the windows. Yeah, the windows all go to white as well. Start doing some knickknacks. I've never done a lot of bowling in my life. You know, I'm talking about the 60s, how bowling was so big, the 50s. I've done a little bit. My son, I used to go out with friends sometimes in college, but that was mostly just to drink. It really wasn't so much about bowling as it was about getting drunk and getting stupid and then probably getting asked to leave. the other part of that equation. But I've taken my son bowling some. He really liked it when he was little. And it's fun. I do like it. I don't know why I don't go. I guess because I don't have any friends that bowl. Bowling's kind of a lonely solo activity, you know, kind of lonely. I changed the flooring though, and look, it is a huge change. It really was a big change from what we had. And so I go in and I take my after photos, and I call everyone back to the lot, right? I'm setting them up here. I'm really excited to see this because I think it's going to be such a startling change from that really dark, heavy kind of estate feel to this modern, crisp, sort of mid-century modern type of feel, right? So I set all that up and called them back. And this is going a little bit slower. I don't know why I didn't speed that up. Do we need to see it? We actually do need to see it. Coming up here, you'll see, yeah, we actually do need to see it. So that's the only point you're going to get to see it, right? So everybody comes back. One of them, I forgot, he's a vampire. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he's probably going to stand out here in the sun, catch on fire, die, ruin everything. So I cheat his needs so they won't go down because I really don't need to deal with the death right now. I just want to see the reveal and see how they like it. And then everyone leaves the toddler there. And we all go and we stand and we wait and we wait and we wait. I finally try hitting like reveal again. This is like the second time. I actually do it a couple of times trying to get it to work because we wait and we wait and we wait and nothing happens. And they start to go up the stairs. I'm thinking, okay, now it's happening. Oh, good. Okay, they're going inside to look at it and bam, it's over. That's it. No reveal. They don't look at it. I don't know if they, I guess they liked it. I got paid. Says they kind of like it. You know, I got an increase to my reputation, but that's it. Nothing else. There was none of the end activities took place. And this is only the third decorating gig I've done, and it's the second one with a major glitch. First one had a major glitch at the start. That one had a major glitch at the end. And I guess it's not a huge deal. It's not a huge deal, but it really does kind of break what we're supposed to be doing. I'm asking him again to sign my repeal, and again he says no. Fuck you. I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood. I didn't get to see my reveal. So I drag him downstairs, actually get him out of my place. I'm like, you're not stealing any more stuff. Come on, get out. Let's go downstairs. I'll buy you something to eat. Figure, he'll go for that since he's unemployed. Anyway, the point is, though, too, I go through here if you want to watch. I'm trying to get people to sign the repeal. Almost everybody says no. Everybody except for one person. I live in a neighborhood of miscreants. I do. And it looks nice. It's a fashion district. Anyway, the point is, 2 major glitches out of 3 builds or 3 decorating gigs. And I was really disappointed with that one. I really did want to see the reveal. I really did want to see the reaction. Like I said, I guess they liked it. I got paid. I got a boost. So does it matter? Yeah, it does matter. It does. I was not happy then. I'm still not happy. Rewatching it, I'm still not happy. So yeah, it does matter. And what can I say? Will it ever get fixed? Probably not. Because what we're about to see is my boyfriend calls me while I'm trying to get signatures, and he said, my other boyfriend, not the sketchy one, and says, hey, let's go to the Spice Festival. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. I haven't been there in a long time. And I'm running through this stuff thinking, wait, was it the flea market? No, it's supposed to be the Spice Festival. And I get there and look, this is still broke. Coming off the heels of that other glitch, I'm not happy. I'm not happy right now either. And still. Because it's still broken? Why? How? This has been like 4 years we've been having this problem, I think, right by now, right? 4 years? So it's broken. I have him get some food to try the fiery food challenge. Food disappears. Interaction disappears. He goes to talk to somebody. I wanted to buy a t-shirt. Obviously I can't because you can see why. You know, it's all messed up. Try to make a good evening of it nonetheless. And I sat down, excuse me, with these guys to talk. If I can talk. With these guys to talk. And, you know, it's going okay. I'm not doing anything I planned to do. My boyfriend completely disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. After we came over here, he just is gone. Which happens a lot. That happens in real life, too. That happened once on New Year's Eve to me. Oh, God, I know. Don't feel sorry for me. And he farts. Poor Trey. Poor Trey. Anyway, it was on New Year's Eve. And right after midnight, you know, we've done the big midnight thing. We kiss and all this and that. This guy just disappears. Eventually I leave and go to like a party elsewhere. But I was so pissed. And I should be pissed. How's your date disappear on New Year's Eve? Well, it's because he was a drug addict. That's why. Yeah, there was a lot of issues there. Anyway, John disappeared that night and off he went. And so I go home too. I run through all that crap back there in the Spice Festival / Flea Market. Come home. This chick's in the hallway with her son. Is that supposed to be her son? I don't know. And then I get this random thing like, hey, I heard you're great. Maybe you should do a job for me. I actually think that's a throwaway comment. I'm just like, yeah, sure, okay. It wasn't. They actually do call for a job later. So those do work. You see those in game. That someone will kind of contact you at random and say, I'm going to do a job with you. I checked my neighborhood action plans. I have 1 vote. I'm starting to get pissed. I'm starting to think, you know, if this doesn't work, my trying to play by the game's rules, fuck it, I'm going to just cheat it. I am. And especially at this point, with those 2 major glitches, yeah, especially. I should never record in the morning, you guys. I just wanted to get this done. But as you can tell, my allergies when I wake up, oh my God. So I go inside for some love for my cat to make herself feel better. And that guy comes in. And the first thing I'm thinking is he's going to steal the toilet, my sink. So I'm watching him. I'm like, you know, and I line up some interactions with him to try to keep him busy. So he doesn't have time to steal. And he's kind of watching me play around with my cat, doing something on the giant iPad. I don't know what. And, you know, I'm thinking, well, let's maybe it doesn't matter if we're in love. I don't know why I would think that. He's still going to steal because of the neighborhood action plan. Just like my other boyfriend that disappeared at the Spice Festival. Probably got lost in all that shit. He probably like walking around like, where am I? I thought this was a Spice Festival. What's all this stuff? It's a maze. I can't find my way. So anyway, that guy stole from me too. So, you know, I'm like hanging out with a sketchy hottie here. And his name's Patrick, actually. Half the time I can't remember his name, but his name's Patrick. And this chick walks in. I don't like her. She's always in the way. I think she's his mom. I don't think so, but maybe. She comes in, steals from me, of course, right after she told me in the hallway that she wouldn't sign off on the no stealing idea. Like, hey, how about if we don't steal from each other? She's like, no, your stuff's too nice. I can't not steal from you. Your stuff's too nice. So I line up some mean interactions because I'm thinking maybe if she hates me, she won't come in anymore. Maybe if we're enemies, she'll stay away, right? So kind of tell her off a little bit. She doesn't leave immediately, though. Really? You don't need more of a hint than that? Apparently she does need more of a hint than that, so I kind of, I'm kind of mean to her some more. I'm really thinking at this point I might need to line up a fight, kind of beat the crap out of her. Maybe that'll chase her off. I mean, it doesn't seem like that sort of neighborhood. It seems like the sort of neighborhood you'd go to jail for that, but who knows? Everyone steals from each other, so maybe. She does leave, though. I'm like, goodbye. And I'm thinking I'm going to line up some woohoo with this guy, and instead I get negative reactions. Maybe he's mad because I was mean to his mom. He's mad at my cat. He's yelling at my cat. You don't yell at my cat. That's the only thing that loves me in the world. Come here and yell at my cat. So I grab him up, like, oh, come here, sweetheart. No, you're precious. So I don't care if you scratch. I do care if he scratches stuff, but I don't care if you scratch stuff. Doesn't matter what he says. So thinking maybe I'll try to repair this a little bit. It does not work. It does not work. Apparently Patrick there is mad because of my cat, and I was mean to his mom, or whatever she is. Oh, hell, he stole from me. I forgave that. I just wanted to get rid of her. Didn't know what else to do. And so anyway, that's over. It's pretty much over at this point with him for the evening. He's never over in The Sims. But it's over for the evening. Off he goes. Goodbye. Don't take anything on your way out, please. Thank you. And this is it. That's the end of this, pretty much that episode. Next time, this is the house I get next. The snow globe house. The lot where I was working on snow globes, that's what I get next. And it's a children's room. That's quite an adventure. I do come up with something interesting because I can't work in the house again. Then I go next door to my neighbors to try to steal stuff back. I can't figure out how to steal anything back with the NAP plan. I guess I don't get to. They only get to steal from you. You don't get to steal back. Because I can't figure out any way to steal any of this stuff. But I'm thinking, I'm going to take something expensive. Because a lot of my stuff's missing. Even my computer's missing at this point. It really pisses me off. So I can't figure it out. I can't get it. I can't steal anything. And then I kind of go in and cheat. Oh, love them. I'm over it. I cheat the two I don't like away. And then I go in and I add one that we can all use. You'll see here in a second. I decide I'll add a nap that we'll all like. Yeah, that one. And give it a whole bunch of likes, I'm going to go back later and give it a whole bunch more. And so I'm changing the nap system around, and then later I changed Trey's apartment some more. That's the other kind of build stuff we're going to do with this pack. And it really looks good. I'm really happy with it. So please join me next time for more of Trey's adventures in decorating. And in the meantime, thanks for watching.